So today I'm going to show you how to make the lightsaber of the Jedi who is single-handedly responsible for giving us more than just blue and green, Mace Windu. So you want to start by taking a thin wrapping paper roll or something similar, and take some gold adhesive foil, and wrap that a little above halfway down the tube. It's about 2 inches wide. And then take a thin piece and put that on the very end. And then take a piece of silver foil and wrap that between the 2 pieces of gold. Then take a piece of silver and wrap that around the bottom. Then take another wrapping paper roll, a little bit bigger than the first one. And you want to take a little bit of craft foam, 2 or 3 millimeter, and you're going to glue a strip in either end of that little tube. So then wrap that in some silver foil. And then put a little bit of glue on the bottom of the gold and silver right next to the blank spot. And while the glue is still hot, quickly slide your tube right up over that so that it stays glued firmly in place. Then take some black duct tape, a thin strip, and stick that around the bottom part of the saber. And then take a thin strip of gold and put that around the bottom part, leaving a thin strip of silver in between the two. And then I cut off the excess, which you can't see because I unfortunately went off camera. So then take a 5mm and 3mm circle. The 3mm foam should be a little bit smaller than the 5mm foam circle. Glue them together to make a little stack. And then put some glue around the 5mm circle. And glue that right to the bottom of the lightsaber so that the smaller piece is on the bottom side. And then paint that with some metallic silver paint. And stick a circle of gold foil right on the bottom. And then take some flat beads, one of them a little thicker than the other two. And the bigger one is going to get glued to one of the thinner ones. So the single thin one, painted that black. Just put a little bit of dab of glue on that and stick that right on the very bottom of the saber on that gold circle. And then the stack of 2 will get glued right to that strip of black duct tape. Just like that. Try not to drop it. So then cut some thin strips of black craft foam. You're just going to glue those all the way around that second wrapping paper roll. Those are going to be the handle grips. So here it is once I have it all the way around. And then cut some really thin strips of craft foam and cover them in gold foil. And those get glued right above the handle, 4 of them. Then take another wrapping paper roll. You want to cut it kind of this shape with the curves on one end and the 90-degree angle on the other. And I also glued some craft foam strips inside, which I somehow missed filming. But wrap a piece of silver foil around it and glue it right onto the end of the lightsaber just like that. Take some more black duct tape and you're going to stick that right onto that piece you just made, not quite covering the whole thing, but covering quite a bit of it. Then glue a craft foam circle covered in gold foil to the end of the lightsaber, and then a little dot of black craft foam on the very end of that. Then cut some craft foam pieces and cover them in gold foil shaped like this. The 3 rectangles will go on the bottom, and the curved piece will go in the curve of that wrapping paper roll. So then a piece of foam covered in silver foil will get glued onto the end of the lightsaber. Just like that. And so here's the entire lightsaber. It's kind of a fun one because it's got more gold than most of the lightsabers I make. And so now, let's see what happens when Master Windu finally has enough of Jar Jar Binks and his inner Jules Winfield comes out.
Say Misa Misa again! Say Misa Misa again! I dare you! I double dare you!